Now let's take a look at security. The Delta State government has taken another major step to tackle insecurity with the official launch of the Delta State Security Trust Fund. This initiative is aimed at strengthening the capacity of security agencies and enhancing community safety across the state. A high-profile gathering of billionaires, business leaders, and government officials is currently underway at the Government House in Asaba, the state capital. And as we speak, my colleague News Central's Austin Azu is standing by to bring more updates on this development. Austin Azu, we have talked time and time again about the level of insecurity in Nigeria, and this is once again another step in the right direction. But so far, what has been the highlight of this gathering?
Good afternoon to you. We are currently at the banquet hall of Government House here in Asaba, and the atmosphere seems to be like who and who stakeholders in Delta State have started arriving for the all-stake event here. And the purpose here is to ensure they are able to secure the lives and properties of Deltans. However, the trust fund was established in 2013 and the law was amended, and since then the fund, the board has been working. But nevertheless, what it seems to work on this time around is excess of funding. All right, we'll have the Commissioner for Information and Rural Works. Hello, sir. Please come forward, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, take us through the essence of this program. What does it seek to achieve in Delta State?
Well, thank you very much, and let me also, through you, appreciate your medium, because even if you could be regarded as one of the new kids on the block, you are actually doing what adults do. So I must appreciate the management and staff of News Central for what you're doing in terms of bringing out information and pushing out to the public, and doing so objectively. The essence of this particular security summit, security launch, is for us to be able to further add valve to what the governor himself is doing with the state resources. The governor has been able to ensure that a number of materials in terms of communication equipment, in terms of logistics as vehicle, and many of such have been provided. Of course, there is a whole lot of collaboration between us and all the security agencies in the state, and we're happy to also announce that in Delta, the issue of interagency rivalry has been dealt with, and you see a whole lot of collaboration, which is why just a few days ago you saw the discovery of a catcher of arms by the Department of State Police, the DSS. And so we are doing this to add to what the governor is doing, that by the time we're able to bring in these critical stakeholders who are either doing one form of business or the other in Delta, who are friends of Delta, to be able to assist us, because no amount of money will be too much for you to be able to deal with the issue of security. By the time we're able to launch this as security trust fund, we'll be able to strategically provide some of those logistics that the security agencies need for them to be able to carry out their responsibilities.
Okay, sir, before I come back to you, sir, there are issues regarding the plan to ensure transparency in the management of this fund. What are mechanisms put in place by the state government to ensure that transparency actually see the light of the day?
Well, for a start, I'm happy you know the governor that we have. I use the word for a start because the Security Trust Fund is going to outlive him. But he has already been able to demonstrate that he's a prudent manager of resources. He has also been able to put in the Security Trust Fund platform a number of individuals, credible individuals, who will also oversee the deployment of the funds and the other resources that will be realized. Because at this event today, we are not only expecting individuals to make donation of funds, we are quite optimistic that some other persons will possibly provide vehicles, or even possibly provide us with some other communication gadgets, everything that is needed for you to be able to ensure security. But what is most important is that there is already a mechanism to be able to have a transparent management of these resources, being headed directly by the governor himself, so that at the end of the day, you do not launch a security transfer such as this and then begin to use the money to provide some other things that are not directly linked to security. Even if any expenditure, whether in terms of humanitarian interventions, have one form or the other that is linked to security, but there is going to be a direct correlation between this fund, as it's going to be realized, the activities of the fund itself, that is what I mean the fund, I'm talking about the agency, and then of course the supervision that the governor is going to provide, so that at the end of the day, this money, these resources in terms of other kind, gifts in kind, will be deployed solely for the purpose of ensuring a safer Delta State.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner. Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner for Works, Rural and Public Enlightenment. That's Charles Sanyago, giving us updates on what the Security Trust Fund seeks to achieve. All right, back to you, Blessing, in the studio.
Much for the update on Delta Security, and hopefully this initiative will be a productive one, and we'll see how that turns out.